Hey, what's going on, guys? Indy with Ultimate Tour Reviews. We are at Menards. Now, I am actually originally from Wausau, Wisconsin. That's where I'm visiting right now. I'm on vacation, and I can't believe I'm at Menards here. This has been at least probably 15 years since I've been in one. And we're going to check out the tools here. We're going to check out a lot of the selection of stuff here. Super unique place to be. It's kind of like a mixture of, I would say, like a Walmart with a Home Depot. So really cool here. We're going to check out their house brand of tools called Mastercraft or MasterForce. And we're going to check those tools out and just going to show you guys all the stuff here. Very similar to Lowe's when it comes to their tool selection. I know they have Metabo, HPT, Bosch, and I think Skil as well too. So let's check it out. They've got this thing, 11% rebate on everything. It's a mail-in rebate. They give you like a card then after you get that, and you send it on in, and you get like this little thing that you scan. You can actually take advantage of that rebate then. My grandfather was showing me how it works. It's really cool because it pretty much works on everything. It's not too hard to do. When you go to check out, you then can use that, and he writes it down what he's got left on each receipt. And very cool though how that works. It's kind of like, you know, they have their own credit card here, but they really push that mail-in rebate thing. I mean, we've got cards and magazines here. You'd be hard pressed to see if I'm actually in a Home Depot, but super unique here. I mean, look, we got fridges in here and cereal. It's so wild in here to see all this stuff. Super unique. I mean, we've got soap in here. I mean, it's like really is like a Walmart mixed with a Home Depot. Very unique here. And let's try to find the tools here because this place is huge. Home Depot, you walk in, you're like, oh yeah, tools are right there. Not so much with the Menards. There is so much here to see and do. Okay, so check out the tools here. We start there, and it goes all the way down to the end of the aisle. Just crazy amount of tools here. All right, so here's all the hand tools, socket sets. It's going to be all MasterForce tools here. That's their big thing here. A lot of unique stuff, a lot of cool things to try out here. This is kind of a neat little wrench here. It's going to be a V-notch wrench. Works on like rounded fasteners, spline stuff. Very unique tools, so let's check it out. So we got a lot of the usual stuff here, you know, the mechanics tool sets, 220 sets here, 176. Very standard pricing here. Definitely cheaper than like, say, Craftsman. I would say right on point with like Cobalt pricing, Husky pricing. Of course, you're going to see sales here during the holidays. Haven't seen any myself, but I've seen a lot of stuff online. But I do like how they have everything individual here. Everything's lifetime warranty. I've heard you don't need a receipt for anything here when it comes to the warranties because, of course, they're only sold here. So that makes sense that if you bought it here, it's going to be warranted here. And we've got just everything here. And there is really no other brands that are competing here other than wrenches. We'll get you, or pliers on next aisle, which I will get you in just a second here. But I mean, they've got everything here, and this is, I would say the tool section here is significantly better than a Home Depot or Lowe's. There's a couple of things here that are different that are from MasterForce here, just some smaller brands. I have noticed this. They do some smaller brand stuff here. What is this? We've got a Performax. I've heard of that brand here before. Proen Tool Shop here. Other just random small bits of tools here as well. So interesting to see that, and it feels very Harbor Freight-like at times here. All right, so we have more pry bars. A lot of stuff is lifetime warranty too, which is awesome that you can buy pretty much everything you need all in one go. Very Harbor Freight-like, and I like how everything stays very color-coded too. Harbor Freight doesn't really keep to one color. They have lots of different brands, but it's all Harbor Freight. So I like this too. They've got, you know, choose the right hammer. They got a lot of how-to stuff in here. You do not see this elsewhere. You know, how to choose the right hammer. Rip and claw framing, brick, mallet, ball peen, drilling. Really cool, really helpful to see that you don't really see anywhere else, and definitely really appreciate that. I like how to choose the right file. Honestly, I have no idea. I really don't use files that much, so really awesome to see that. How to choose a handsaw even. Lots of great stuff here, you know, just kind of simple how-to basic stuff. It really tells you how to use these tools, you know, very simply, and I'm sure that helps them, of course, sell more tools. Tons of wrenches and pliers here. You know, we've got every type of adjustable wrench you can possibly get to. They do have Channel Lock, Gerber, and Guideman here. A number of other brands that I've seen. We've got Midwest for the snips as well, too, which is awesome. So not as big a selection for brands. Like, there's no DeWalt, no Milwaukee here. Not as big a selection you see at like Home Depot or Lowe's, but from MasterForce, there's a huge selection of all this stuff here. And of course, they do have their own tool storage. I've heard this is all made by Matzuma, so I know they have a couple of different brands that use these. Definitely feel more solid than Craftsman, I would say. But definitely, you know, a lot of selection here. Pricing is about on par with everybody else. I really haven't seen any like really big outliers for anything like cheaper when it comes to all these tool selections here, but they've got a lot of these, and definitely some quality levels here too. We've got a little bit cheaper stuff over there. We've got a little more like the Icon Snap-on series here stuff, and of course it's gonna be around $1,600 for this drawer here. And of course you can order a lot of stuff online too if you want, but they've got it all here, which is really cool. And you might see some of this at Lowe's, Home Depot, but I mean, the variety here is actually pretty decent. We actually have some clearance stuff here too. So those red tags, they usually mean clearance here at Menards. And I mean, stuff like this, Olympia tools, $355.96 for a whole kit here. Not too bad. This actually looks like Craftsman to me. Cobalt to me. This looks exactly like Cobalt. And it probably is, if I had to guess. Yeah, it feels like the Cobalt design here. So we've got levels. We have a small clearance section here. It says special buys, but it's kind of a small clearance section here. A couple of things in here to buy. We got Johnson cross levels, a couple of beam levels here as well, and a lot of MasterForce. You want to stay with one brand. I'm really impressed with this brand to see that they have got pretty much everything. We got inspection cameras here, a lot of stuff here. Of course, we've got tape measures here. Lifetime warranty, yes, lifetime warranty. Some brands are getting onto lifetime warranty and tape measures, but MasterForce is keeping that. This looks exactly like the Milwaukee one here, and that's on sale for $14.60. That Milwaukee, kind of the, what's that one called? It's not the Fat Max, that's Stanley, but definitely looking very similar here. I'm sure I wouldn't be surprised if one brand actually makes all of those. Well, and they do have their own type of rolling toolboxes here. This looks exactly like Craftsman to me. I know it's not made by Craftsman, but very similar looking to it. If you look at the front here, I mean, that looks like, possibly even the Harbor Freight one looks very similar too. But Craftsman, they kind of do clip in the same way up on top here. Very similar. A lot of these are made by a couple of companies, so it's not too surprising here. Here's the smaller boxes up there, all metal latches. And let's see here, is there a warranty on these that I can see here? IP65 rated, that's pretty standard for the course there. Nope, I don't see any actual advertised warranty on these at all, but look pretty heavy duty construction there. Lots of razor blades here. I'm not seeing anything that's like, wow, that's like significantly cheaper than anything else you can buy. Not even that competitive to Harbor Freight either. It's just very on par with a lot of brands. Like, I mean, these look like they're made by Stanley, honestly, here. It's a very standard grip there, utility knife style. Wouldn't be surprised if it actually is made by Stanley. What I get to next here is their power tools. I know those are made by Chevron, and a lot of their hand tools are made by a couple of different brands. So I know a lot of hand tools with all different brands are made by just a few brands, and they just all rebrand them to whatever they go for next. Like, I'm pretty sure this is made by DeWalt here, or Stanley Black & Decker is the parent company, because this looks exactly like my DeWalt folding knife here. So wouldn't be surprised if that's made by Stanley Black & Decker and then just rebranded for MasterForce. Of course, we got MasterForce tool bags here. Of course, they got, the belts, everything, the pouches. Huge selection. I've actually never seen this big of a selection at any store here. Huge. We got knee pads. We've got leather tool belts here. This is huge. This is like bigger than Lowe's and Home Depot put together in one aisle here. Absolutely amazing. We got then other brands here too. Got Bucket Boss. We've got Dead On Tools here. Just love to see this. CLC is here as well too. Just tons of selection. It's just awesome to see this. You don't really see this anywhere else at Home Depot or Lowe's. And of course, we've got a lot of the taping knives here as well too. Skimming knives, knockdown knives. We've got it all here, all MasterForce. And let's see, is it still going to be still lifetime warranty on all of these too? So that is awesome. Very impressive. All right, now getting some power tools. So we got some corded tools here. Like I said before, they carry Bosch, they carry Performax. We've also got, let's see here, Porter cable here. Interesting to see. I didn't see that one before. We got Metabo HPT as well. And let's see what else we've got here. One thing you don't see at a lot of other stores is going to be vices. You actually have a good selection of vices here. I've been wanting to buy one, but I think only Harbor Freight near me actually carries them in store. Other than that, you have to actually order them online. A few things are on clearance too there, which is pretty nice. And not a bad price for these vices. I don't know how durable they are, but of course you've got actually is there a lifetime warranty in these? Some of them do have lifetime warranty, which is awesome. So if something happens, you're good to go for $110. A couple of grinders here, a lot of Metabo HPT here, which is awesome. This is all the corded aisle stuff, which I do like how they have the aisles organized by type of tools here, which makes sense. Not just grinders only, here's your corded only grinders, so it makes a lot of sense there. MasterForce bench grinders here, lots of stuff here. Behind me, I've got clamps, all MasterForce clamps. Then we've got Bessie clamps as well too on the wall. Great selection. I like how they really have their stuff out there too. It's not just like, okay, yeah, we don't make clamps anymore, it's someone else. They've got pretty much their name on every single thing here. If you want to do a MasterForce 100%, you definitely can. All right, let's get into power tools here. We've got a pretty large work selection, pretty large Skil selection, very on par with Lowe's right now when it comes to these tools. Metabo HPT, we've got that as well too, and they've got a lot of stuff on clearance here. We've got $50 18-volt circular saws, $120 for the 18-volt triple hammer. This is the combo kit with 2 batteries and a charger. What else we have here? A couple of other impacts, very similar to Amazon pricing there. The hammer drill is down to $124. That's an okay deal. Metabo HPT, yeah, they've got it, but they don't have everything. Lowe's still has a lot more tools than they've got here. They've got a great selection of Bosch. My grandfather loves Bosch tools. That's where he picks up his Bosch tools here. About average selection compared to Lowe's here. They do have, you know, some decent deals actually going on, so that's what he got picked up before. And then he also MasterForce. They actually have a pretty big selection here. This is made by Chevron, so this is going to be very similar to Cobalt and Flex tools, probably more similar to the Cobalt side of things. And I've seen some of these designs before. Some of them look very, very similar to Harbor Freight designs, because tell me this isn't a Hercules design right there. That is definitely a very Hercules design charger. And of course, you know, we've got like mud mixers, tons of circular saws, metal cutting saws here, even some really compact stuff. Like I thought this was a 12-volt drill for a second here, but look how small this drill is. That thing is really, really compact. And I mean, they've got a great selection of drills here. A lot of them feel pretty good in hand. Here's one thing that you might not notice is they've got a hydraulic impact driver. I mean, those are super rare outside of the top end brands like Milwaukee and Makita. That is awesome. And $160 too. I mean, that is incredible for actually a, you know, hydraulic impact driver. You never see those anywhere else. That is very, very cool to see. So awesome to see that. Definitely a brand that I'd be interested in if I actually live near Menards. That would be actually awesome to be. But I'd definitely be interested if I was anywhere near here to see this kind of stuff, because it's very cool. You know, impact wrenches here, they've got a plenty of selection here. And they've got just pretty much everything you need here. Some of the stuff does look like, you know, like that looks like Skil to me. Very similar with that light ring there. And yeah, a lot of stuff here. They've got kits here, everything you need. Very, very cool stuff to see. And of course, I forgot to mention the warranty, 3-year warranty on a lot of stuff, very industry standard there. Nothing too crazy, not like a 5-year lifetime warranty like other brands. Very standard 3-year warranty as well. Also, one thing I noticed is that nothing is in cages here. I'm from Orlando. Every store I'm at, everything's in cages now. Pretty much everything. Nothing here is in cages. You don't need any keys or anything. It's all available right here. You can pull it right from the shelf and go from there. We are still going here. There are still more corded tools here. On the next aisle, you've got more corded tools. This is going to be the SDS aisle. We've got Jigsaw. MasterForce, of course, has got everything on here. More Metabo HPT, just tons of stuff here. I know I'm still going. I'm on the next aisle here. We've got miter saws on this aisle. I mean, where do you see an entire aisle dedicated to just miter saws? I know Lowe's, Home Depot, they do have those. But I mean, they've got, you know, the stands here. I mean, they've got a ton of stands here. Pretty impressive. Very competitive pricing too to like Amazon, $109 here. And of course, there's that 11% rebate you can use on a lot of these tools, which is absolutely awesome there. So it's great to see all this stuff in stock. Limited supply of table saws, though, I will say that. We got Skil, Bosch here. There's one MasterForce down there. There's just one here in stock, which is kind of interesting. Looks like there's 2 Bosch in stock, 2 Skil in stock. Shop Series, they're kind of low on table saws right now. Some specialty tools here, you know, some of the spindle sanders, a couple of the band saws here. They've got a few of those. No MasterForce brands of these tools here. They got Evolution Power Tools here. Did a few reviews for them. That's some awesome stuff to see here actually in store. It's really cool to see that somewhere. We are still going here. Here is the nailer aisle here. Of course, we got MasterForce for pneumatic, Bosch Tech here, Tool Shop, Metabo HPT, of course. And just, you know, huge selection behind me. We've got more of the pin nailers, all pneumatic on this side, just tons of pneumatic stuff. We do get to the battery operated stuff, which is surprisingly small, just over there. And then of course we've got some of the more mechanic style stuff here. Actually have paint sprayers here, which is pretty awesome. Not a huge selection, not like Harbor Freight selection here, but they've got them here, which is awesome. And they've got a whole section of like air connections and stuff like that as well. But here's your selection of cordless tools. For nailers, you know, decent selection. Metabo HPT, MasterForce stuff there. pass load is here as well too. So pricing right on par with Lowe's. Nothing too crazy here. Nothing like it's cheaper or more expensive that I've seen. So pretty much got everything you need here. A lot of Metabo HPT for the nailers. Talk about air compressors. We got MasterForce air compressors here. We've got a couple other brands as well too, and smaller ones here, all MasterForce, Bosch Tech as well. Very similar to Lowe's, I would say, for the selection of air compressors as well. All right, so that is it for usual power tools. Now let's go over to the outdoor power tool section and check that out. Walking over there, they go, I mean, look at this. We've got tons of food here. We got tons of drinks. This is so crazy. I mean, look at, it feels like I'm in like Sam's Club right now. We got cases of drinks here. I mean, look at this. We got cases of crispy cheats. We got root beer here. This is crazy. I've never seen something like this in Florida in the same exact store. All right, so we got patio furniture over there. We've got aisles of dog food here. This is awesome. I wish we had Menards in Florida. This would be great to have there. I can pretty much pick up everything in one trip, and it's a full hardware store too. It's not like we got like just a little bit of this, a little bit of that, like we have Ace. We got everything here. Currently walking through the patio section here. I mean, this is pretty expansive for a patio section. Most Lowe's, Home Depots, they have just a little bit of patio furniture. Oftentimes just by the grills up front. I mean, this is like full walk-through patio furniture here. There's tons of stuff here. I'm gonna get there in a second, but I definitely believe it. They carry the largest selection of gardening and landscaping products here. Definitely gonna believe it. We'll go out there in just a second. Okay, so we're near the outdoor power tools now. Check this out, MasterForce lawnmowers. I mean, you're only really gonna see this probably like Ryobi, Makita, Milwaukee, DeWalt. Not a lot of mowers that are available for brands that make a complete selection here. You can tell it's Chevron because, I mean, check these batteries out. That is a Cobalt 80-volt battery right there. Probably not compatible, but they could be compatible if you maybe cut a little tab off or something. But I mean, they've got MasterForce everything here, decent pricing here. This is going to be, of course, one of the attachment systems they've got, relatively cheap. If you are in Makita like I am, this is all $300-400 from Makita. None of that is cheap. And of course here, what is the price on the mowers here, I'm wondering? Let's see here. We've got the auger power head is $300. Mower's gonna be about $600. That makes sense. That's gonna be an 80-volt mower there. All looks great though. This is all Chevron design, so it's probably all 80-volt max, so it's probably all the same as Cobalt stuff. Probably very, very similar. All right, so we're still in the outdoor power section here. Look at this, MasterForce has all these pressure washers here. They're absolutely incredible how much rebranding they have done with a lot of the stuff here. We've got generators, of course, up in here in Wisconsin. You get a lot of snow, ice storms. We get the same exact thing in Florida. It cuts out power. Always good to have those. We got Troy-built mowers. I've noticed up north, gas mowers are still way more popular than electric mowers, so we've got a lot more selection of those. Here's the 80-volt max full selection here. We've got chainsaws in there. We've got, what are those things called again? The rototillers. Of course, we got two options for mowers. We got blowers here, snow blowers, because we're up in Wisconsin, of course. And of course, we've got pole saws and everything here. So tons of selection. You know, the one thing I will say that they are a bit limited in is that they don't really carry other brands of outdoor power tools. So we've got, you know, a little bit of Greenworks here. We've got MasterForce, of course, Works. We don't really have like one of the big brands like DeWalt, Milwaukee, Makita here that has a bit of everything all mixed together. Your really only option is going to be like MasterForce, but there is actually nothing here. You could pretty much use the exact same batteries as the power tools you find over there in these tools. The same batteries other than maybe Works for just a couple of things. That's gonna be about it. So that's your one downside I'm seeing with MasterForce is when they get to the bigger stuff, they move to a different battery system. So same brand, different batteries. Whereas then I like, you know, what DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Makita are doing by using the same 20-volt batteries in chainsaws, lawnmowers, as they're in drills and impacts. Same thing here. We got a lot of Works selection here. Actually, a huge amount of Works. Black & Decker's here too. So we do have one of the Stanley Black & Decker brands. MasterForce, yeah, that's Cobalt right there. That is the exact same as Cobalt. A couple of the other trimmers here as well too. Lots of gas selection by Troy-built here. Not surprising to see still tons and tons of gas options here. Actually, here is your, okay, so that's all gas. Here is your options for cordless mowers here. Not surprised to see this being very small. Florida, the yards are much smaller there, so a lot of people go towards electric, whereas up here, the yards are much larger, so you got way more gas mowers. Here's your blower selection. Looks like we got one MasterForce, we got Black & Decker's, we got Works there, Yardworks as well too. Not very big here. If you said, hey, you know, I've got my 20-volt, you know, MasterForce, there is not a 20-volt MasterForce blower here, unfortunately. And that's kind of the pros and cons of some brands, though. is that there are some options for everything. There's some options for, you got to buy a different battery system altogether. Oh, wait, here we go. Here's a 20 volt blower from MasterForce. There it is, hiding back there. So there is an option for a 20 volt blower. That's great to see. Looks almost like the Ryobi design, actually, if you ask me. But I know it's not the same design. I know it's not being designed by Ryobi, though. So interesting to see that, though. There's tons of options here to really see. But yeah, lots of great blowers here. So here's a good example of that rebate. We've got a sale price, $448. 11% rebate is going to be 49 cents. So after you do the rebate, $3.99 each here. We actually got Tough Built here, which is found mostly at Lowe's right now. So there's a good example there, about 11% rebate. It says 11% rebate on everything. Astro says, see flyer for details. All right, so this is pretty cool. We are outdoors, but not fully outdoors. We're still undercover here. There's a full outdoor section right there. Let's get out there. This is huge. Even the outdoor sections outside is like as big as any Home Depot or Lowe's. Now we're actually in the outdoor section with no cover on. And I mean, this is huge out here. We have an outdoor lumber yard too. This is something you don't really find in Florida ever. So you can pull up and pick up the lumber you need, which is awesome to have. Remember this as a kid, my dad picking up lumber here. You just pull the truck right in, get the lumber right in your truck. You can go from there. No loading up in the cart in the store and then walking out. Let's take a peek in there and see what that looks like. There we go. Yeah, all the lumber is here, and I'm sure it's probably a bit better quality, correct me if I'm wrong, than a lot of the Lowe's and Home Depot options, but they've got it. This thing is huge. It goes all the way down there. Lots of selection of lumber here, and you pull right up to it and throw it right in your truck. That is awesome. So much stuff here. Pavers, retaining wall blocks. This place just goes on and on. They're actually unloading a semi, and we're in the store. That is awesome. You don't see that at Home Depot or Lowe's right there. Here's our selection of shovels. Actually a pretty good selection. Most Home Depot Lowe's is usually like 2 sections of shovels here. I mean, here we've got a full 5, 6. Sledgehammers are down there. Just kind of shows you how Menards, honestly, they are huge in comparison to Home Depot and Lowe's. I don't know if it's just this Menards, but this thing is massive. Usually I can cover a whole Home Depot or Lowe's store in about 30 to 35 minutes from doing one of these videos. This is taking me easily about 3 times as long to actually walk the entire store. Just massive store here. Check us out. We've got shingles here. I mean, you see that at Home Depot or Lowe's, they've got like a small selection in the back. Not at Menards. They've got vinyl siding accessories. We've even got an upstairs here. So we're gonna go up there and check that out too. And just massive selection of everything here. They've got it in stock. They sell trusses over there too. This is awesome. You can build a whole house here. And when I say build a whole house, you can build a house with what they have in stock. Not from Home Depot or Lowe's. You got to order in a lot of stuff because they've got like only 1 pallet of something. They've got tons of it here. We are upstairs now, and we've got appliances up here. We've got grills, fireplaces. This is huge up here, and I mean, this is like the square footage of another Lowe's or Home Depot up here. Here is the store. Check this out. Tons of stuff here. I mean, this is such a massive store compared to Home Depot or Lowe's. It is also their clothing selection. If you have seen a couple of my Lowe's videos I've done, there's one Lowe's near me that actually has a reasonable clothing selection size. Check this out. They've got Wrangler here. We've got rugged wear here. I mean, this is a huge selection of stuff here. We've got paper towel, toilet paper here. They've got tons and tons of stuff here. Here's a selection of grills, fireplaces. Just massive here. We've got tons and tons of stuff. I'm not sure what they decided what goes upstairs, what doesn't go upstairs here, but I mean, they've got it all here. I mean, I know it's got some seasonal stuff here too, and I mean, I thought patio stuff was still downstairs, but it is not. We've got an elevator over there to get down, which is awesome. And I wonder if they get everything up here. They must have a loading bay that goes up here, or some large freight elevator. But I mean, this is massive. I don't even know where this stuff ends here. So many more patio chairs. I've been still walking up here for around 10 minutes trying to figure out where I am exactly. And here's gonna be your checkout up here. Tons of stuff still out here. We've got, here's the whole selection of the store. I haven't made it to lighting over there yet. I've only been on this side of the store so far. So let's go downstairs and walk over there. All right, so we're in their plumbing section now here. It definitely feels in between like a Lowe's and Home Depot, where I felt Lowe's is, very Target style. They really, try to fancy everything up. Home Depot is definitely more like, just warehouse. What do you need? We got tons of it. Kind of seem in between here. It's kind of nicer than a Home Depot, but not as nice as a Lowe's is how I would kind of rate it at this point. Talk about a lighting selection. Home Depot, Lowe's, it's like 1 aisle. Here they've got like, 6, 7 aisles of just lighting here. And then, of course, they've got it all lit up here, just massive here. Let's walk over here and see just how much lighting they have. Wow, that keeps going and going over there. That's a huge lighting selection here. I mean, they've got like everything here in stock. Over to my right here, they've got massive wall of lighting as well too. Wow, they really do have like everything. This is like a Lowe's Home Depot put together and more of just lighting here. They've got a clearance selection here. I can't really comment on clearance at Menards because this is the first time I've been to one in 15 years. But they do have clearance here, which is interesting, and I'm not sure how they do it with tools. If you guys know, let me know in the comments below. Have you found any clearance sales at Menards for tools? Haven't really seen anything or heard anything myself, but I'm really curious to find out. Okay, I'm making my way to the back left of the store finally. I've been walking around here for at least 55 minutes, kind of looking at everything here. This place is huge. One thing I will say, if you are from the southern part of the U.S., carpet is not very big. Talking to my grandfather, carpet, he said, is still extremely popular here. I mean, look at this. We get color samples of carpet everywhere here. I mean, most Home Depots, Lowe's have pretty much given up on carpet altogether. And where I'm at in Orlando here, there's very, very little to be found, but they've got tons of it up here. I mean, this is a massive aisle. They have one of those overhead carpet kind of things, carpet racks here, and just huge here. There's tons and tons of stuff here for carpet. Still walking to the back of the store here. It's taking a while here, but that is going to be their paint selection is back here. Kind of surprised to see in the back of the store. Usually that's pretty popular. That stays right in the front of the store. I don't know how Wisconsin is different for that kind of thing, but let's find out what they've got for brands here. I haven't heard of these brands here. Dutch Boy. We've got Pittsburgh, color inspirations by Pittsburgh. I haven't heard of these before. Kind of, we've got ladders behind the paint selection. That's kind of good thinking right there. But also surprised that ladders are all the way in the back of the store here. If you look at one of the loading bay doors there, they've got tons of piping all the way back there. Huge selection of everything here. Well, all right, guys, that is a full tour here of Menards. Well, I couldn't say a full tour. There's a lot of spots that I really didn't even get to. Walking around for almost an hour now. And guys, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Stay safe out there. And if you get a chance, guys, definitely check out Menards. This place is absolutely huge compared to Home Depot and Lowe's. I'm going to check out Home Depot now up here. I'm going to have that video out in probably the next day or two. But if you get a chance, guys, check out Menards. If you guys have used MasterForce tools, let me know how they are. Seem like a really cool brand. Of course, from Chevron, so I'm assuming on par with anything from Cobalt or Flex. But guys, that's all I've got for you today. Have a great day, guys. Stay safe and take care.